Today, there is interesting news from the Lyman direction. Here, Russians press forward and are rapidly burning through their forces, attacking Ukrainians from all sides. Holding an active defense, the Ukrainian 3rd Army Corps is hitting back hard, denying the Russians new territory, and taking advantage of their most exposed positions to make new significant territorial gains of their own. Russian forces continue to push towards Torske from all sides, but Ukrainian defenders from the 63rd and 60th Mechanized Brigades are defending proactively. They are preventing the enemy from consolidating or entrenching inside the settlement by targeting Russians during their deployment to the front line. In the nearby Serebryansky forest, Russian troops have pushed deeper through its natural cover to move into Torske by maintaining as small a profile as possible and crawling past Ukrainian positions at night. However, the Russians failed to stay undetected throughout the day, and geolocated footage shows a Ukrainian tank firing at close range into their positions in the ruins of the settlement. The infiltrators tried to seek cover in the trees, but were followed by the armored vehicle and eliminated with another series of devastating shots. In another engagement involving rarely seen armored vehicles, Ukrainian FPV drone operators destroyed 2 Russian BMP-2 infantry fighting vehicles near Terny, trying to deploy assault groups to attack Torske from the north. Both vehicles became immobilized after hitting mines, and their surviving crew members and dismounted infantry were subsequently eliminated. While Torske holds some tactical value, the Ukrainian command has made it clear they will not sacrifice their men to defend it at all costs. A mobile and active defensive posture is essential, prioritizing the lives of soldiers and maintaining the combat capabilities of brigades over clinging to a single defense line. Along the Russian bridgehead across the Zherebets River, the situation is very different. The Russians are overextended, and their most vulnerable positions are constantly under heavy Ukrainian fire without Russian artillery being able to respond without exposing itself on the bank. Russian soldiers have to move 15 kilometers on foot at a crawling pace to avoid immediate detection by Ukrainian drones, making any reinforcement attempts costly, slow, and any rapid response impossible. Due to this, Ukrainians were able to conduct a counterattack and exploit the enemy's weaknesses. Fighters from various brigades within the 3rd Army Corps recently recaptured Rydkadub, striking precisely where Russian forces were most exposed. Geolocated first-person footage shows Ukrainian assault troops moving through tree lines and clearing them of forward enemy positions before moving into the rural buildings of the village. Videos from several different soldiers show in detail how the Ukrainian operators clear basement after basement, being guided in real time by drone operators and their officers in field headquarters. After killing, wounding, and capturing dozens of Russian soldiers, the Ukrainians take various enemy documents and weapons as intel and trophies and secure the area. Rydkadub is now fully cleared of Russian presence. Given the logistical difficulties for Russian forces needing to move artillery, drones, and infantry across the river while avoiding constant Ukrainian surveillance, the enemy advance here has to start from scratch. Overall, Ukrainian forces in the Lyman sector are solving their issues by not only conducting active defense and efficiently absorbing Russian attacks, but also reclaiming ground whenever opportunities are created. This takes the initiative away from the Russians and prevents them from making gains in the area. Ukrainian forces are battling a Russian assault on the village of Voron, just east of the town of Velikomikhylivka, in southern Ukraine's Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. Luckily for them, they're rolling into the fight in American-made M2 Bradley infantry fighting vehicles, some of the best IFVs in Russia's 42-month wider war on Ukraine. A video that circulated online on Monday depicts 2 of the 33-ton, 10-person Bradleys belonging to the 225th Assault Regiment rolling along a paved road in or near Voron, firing left and right with their 25mm autocannons at Russian infantry clinging to positions in the tree lines along the road. The Russian 5th Tank Brigade recently claimed it captured Voron. But the 225th Assault Regiment obviously isn't ready to give up the village. The M2 excels at that kind of fighting, evident in Voronezh. Even Russian engineers, who have inspected several captured Ukrainian Bradleys, have praised the American-made vehicle. Compared to Russian-made fighting vehicles, the M2 boasts superior firepower owing to the accuracy of the 25mm M242 automatic cannon, the Russians wrote in an April report. The Bradley is one of Ukraine's best vehicles for close combat, but it's in short supply. The Ukrainian army has 6 battalions that ride in M2s. On paper, each has 31 Bradleys. But the army only got for free somewhat more than 300 M2s from the administration of former U.S. President Joe Biden before the administration of President Donald Trump throttled U.S. aid to Ukraine. Of those 300-plus M2s, the Ukrainians have lost no fewer than 108, 95 destroyed and 13 captured. Crews have abandoned others in places where Ukrainian engineers couldn't recover them. Dozens are badly damaged. Between them, those 6 Bradley battalions need 186 vehicles. If there isn't already a shortfall, there could be soon. But the 225th Assault Regiment is clearly willing to risk some of its Bradleys, if that means blunting the Russian 5th Tank Brigade's advance.
Прицел 4-1.